Hey ladies, I'm just going to be honest with you. This is the second go-ahead at this, whatever we're doing. Actually, the third go-ahead. Meredith's pointing three to me. Just like a minute ago, I'm all talking and everything, and I just sat there and I completely lost my train of thought because I started looking at those bushes over there. And so I'm like, we got to stop. I just lost my train of thought. And then we tried this video blog about a week ago, and it got messed up in the transferring it from camera to computer. And we had my dog in it. We were at my house today. We're outside at Meredith's house, and it's beautiful today. I hope you guys have been enjoying this weather the last couple days. I think the Lord knew we needed a break from that 100-degree stuff we've been having. But I just want to talk to you a little bit about some upcoming things, and then our fear study right now. This week in our fear study, the chapter's called Who Me? And it's talking about when the Lord asks you to do something and you're like, me? Really? I can't do that. I hear a lot of ladies talk about the fact that I can't talk to someone. I can't do what you do, Deanna. I can't get up and do these things. You don't have to do those things. The Lord will ask you to do something. And whether you're an outgoing personality or a shy person, or you can talk in front of people or you can't, if the Lord asks you to do something, He will prepare you to do those things. But there is usually fear that goes along with it. And she's going to address some of the things of just comparing ourselves amongst ourselves. You know how we do, girls? We kind of say, well, I'm not as pretty as her, or I'm not as smart as her, or I'm not as educated as her, or I don't have, the sources and the connections that she has. Man, those thoughts just flood our mind when we need to do something for the Lord, and we feel like we just can't do it. So I'm looking forward to this study for myself personally, because I have those thoughts all the time. What are you doing, Deanna? Who do you think you are, doing something like this? And so no matter what it is, whether it's just talking to a friend about the Lord, or stepping out and being faithful to church and making those steps of faith, or coming to a Bible study where you know no one, or maybe it's the fear of, I need to talk to somebody about what's going on in my life, and we're just afraid of these things. So hopefully some of these things can help us with that. She also mentioned the verse Proverbs 31:25 last week about the Proverbs 31 woman, and I like to view her more as not as much the virtuous woman. That's kind of, it's almost prissy sounding to me actually, but I like the noble, courageous woman, which actually the meaning of that word there has more of that connotation of a warrior type of woman. That same word, this isn't mine, by the way. I heard Beth Moore talk about this on the radio, but that same definition there talks about that honored woman, that noble woman. It's the same thing as they're talking about like Gideon and Joshua, when they were out going and fighting their battles. This is the same type of word. So the woman in Proverbs 31 is that courageous woman, and she eventually can get to where she laughs at her fear. And I'm not quite at that point yet. Sometimes I think I've laughed because, it was either laugh or cry in the fear. But ladies, there's hope that we at one point can get to the place where, we see those fears, we acknowledge them for what they are, we use them as, what she said before, a catalyst to bringing us closer to the Lord, and we too will be able to laugh at our fears. Laugh at our fears. So those of you that are moving along in this, we're glad you're with us, and I hope this is really being a help to you. Our next one, let me introduce our next one. Lysa TerKeurst is a very well-known author and lady speaker, and we're going to be doing What Happens When Women Say Yes to God. It's a 6-week, I think it's 6-week. I think it's a 6-week study, and Mitzi will have those books for you at the bookstore, so you can order your own books there and purchase them there. But we're looking forward to this one also. After this one, we are going to be premiering Beth Moore's study on James, and that's going to be around mid-November. They haven't put out the release date for that, but I do want you to know that we are going to be doing that. And we have really talked about the best way to do it so you can not feel so overwhelmed by the homework, but you can really get the truth of what she's doing. I love the thought of just going through a book of the Bible and seeing her thoughts on that and what she pulls from Scripture and the way that she does. So mid-November, start planning on that. Invite your friends to it. As soon as we get those books, we'll let you know about that, get them in your hands. Also, we will be announcing that at the Beth Moore simulcast on September 10th. Right here in our little community, Anderson University and Women's Life Fellowship, Saluda Baptist Association, we're all getting together and we're going to bring a Beth Moore simulcast to one of the buildings. I think it seats about 1,000, the Henderson Building at Anderson University. And so it's an all-day Saturday event, and Chick-fil-A's providing breakfast, you'll have lunch, and we'll be getting more information to you about that, so plan accordingly. Then after that, Lord willing, if I can be secure enough to do this, I'm going to attempt to teach the So Long Insecurity, and that should probably be mid-spring of next year. And this has just come out for group discussion. It's a wonderful book, and I have yet to meet a woman that doesn't have an insecurity. And if she says she doesn't have an insecurity, she is lying. Every woman I know has an insecurity. I mean, I see it all the time when my kids are at the gym and at our school, and someone has to walk in the door and they have to walk past all the bleachers of people. And I just watch woman after woman walking past, and you can just see it all over her, just the thought of everyone is looking at me, and, you know, with something on my backside, or, you know, just that I just want to get to where I can sit down. That's insecurity. And we face it in many things, especially when it comes to the things of the Lord, telling someone about the Lord, and even just getting into a deeper relationship with someone that we can actually help them with the Lord. Maybe our insecurity is, I don't know enough about the Bible, or I'm not like you, Deanne, or I'm not like some of those women that can do that. That's not the issue here. It's insecurity, and this is something we're commanded to do. So hopefully I will be secure enough to be able to teach this by that point, because my insecurity is that no one will come because I'm teaching it. So if you just come out of pity for me, just do that. So that's what we have coming up in Women's Life Fellowship. We like to pray and really think about what will best help the women in our community. And so if there's anything we can do to help you or serve you, please let us know. We're just so thankful for all of you that take time to come read this blog and come to our Bible studies and have come for counseling. So I just want to let you know that we love you, we appreciate you, and thank you for all that you do for this ministry.